evening, y'all, and welcome! The folks here at Farmers Only are commemorating the release of our 1000th television commercial. This evening we are going to take a special behind-the-scenes look at the real-life love story that inspired our newest and, quite frankly, best commercial to date. Hold on to your hankies, folks, because it's about to get sappy. Recent newlyweds, Sheena Moore and Lance Burton, have been orbiting the same stretch of country their entire lives. Unbeknownst to them, their paths would cross several times before their stars would finally align.
I work for the USDA and I help farmers and ranchers with conservation projects, make them more efficient, better use of the natural resources.
I am now a nurse practitioner. Used to be a registered nurse. I work at the VA in primary care.
Their first chance meeting was in 2004 touring a mutual friends dorm room at Eastern Oregon University. Then, the following spring, they found themselves enrolled in the same statistics course. But this was not the last they would see of each other. Yet again, their paths would cross in the sleepy town of Enterprise, Oregon, where they worked in the same building. Over the next couple months, they would pass each other in the stairwell with a swift and timid hello.
I have a 7-year-old German short hair pointer named Bella, and she's a bundle of energy, and she definitely likes to be the center of attention. We don't really hunt, we go for a hike with the gun.
By some magnetic force, they were to stumble upon each other for a final time. How on earth, you might ask? Well, through farmersonly.com, that's how.
Sheena contacted me first.
Yep.
Because I would have never contacted anybody in Coeur d'Alene. Because it was too far.
And I just happened to recognize him in one of the pictures.
No, and that's,
so.
and that's the only reason I responded, because I recognized her, or I wouldn't have. And so she was going to school at the same time, so we'd see each other once, maybe twice a month.
Yeah, Lance did a lot of the commuting because of how busy I was with school and work full time. So it was kind of rough.
Oh, Sheena met Lance, I was bored out of my mind. Was darn near ready to hightail it. And Sheena was busier than a cat covering crap on a marble floor.
Gunner is my dog that I've had since he was 10 months old. He's seen me through 2 rounds of school. Love that dog. He's done everything with me.
Gunner? Well, he's as sharp as marble. Bless his heart. I love him. Yeah, I do.
Ella, she's tougher than a one-eared alley cat. She can argue with an empty house, but really, she's harder than Satan's house cat. Yeah.
I didn't do much, just went to work, came home, dinked around, messed around, played video games, watched TV. Wasn't doing a whole lot.
Then Lance met the lovely Sheena. And I thought to myself, now that don't beat all I ever stepped in. She's the one.
Lance Garrett Burton was born in the town of John Day, Oregon, a geological hotbed for the study of fossils. Truly a remarkable area, flanked by the beautiful John Day River, it was here that Lance learned to love the outdoors from an early age. We had a chance to catch up with the Burton family, who still resides in this little slice of heaven, for more insight into the complex character that is Lance Burton.
I'm Susie Burton. I'm Lance's mom.
I'm Larry Burton. I'm Lance's father.
I'm Caroline, Lance's little sister.
You go first.
You know, Lance was he was a very kind, had a real sweet spirit, very kind, gentle, loved animals, just a really sweet, kind-hearted boy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the kindest kids you'd ever know. He'd do anything for other kids. He was just that way.
He was honest and caring, but he loved to torture me.
Caroline and I used to fight a lot. So
Lance was the oldest, and then there was Caroline and Parker, and Lance and Parker kind of ganged up on Caroline, but they just did brother and sister stuff.
Tied me to a tree, always teasing me. We used to have these Nerf wars where we'd turn off all the lights and we just beat the crap out of each other.
I'm Lance's younger brother, Parker, 7 years younger than him.
Me and my brother got along really well, and me and my sister didn't get along really well until we got older.
You know, Lance did some stuff. There's no doubt about it. You know,
We spent a lot of time outdoors, playing in the outdoors, and Legos and Ninja Turtles.
one time me and Lance were having this war of toothpaste, and he would put on the toothpaste top really tight, okay? And then I'd have to get it and undo the toothpaste, you know? So I got this bright idea. I'd go get a pair of pliers and put the toothpaste top on really tight. And then I would go get my own toothpaste and hit it. So Lance would use the pliers to get it and then tighten them even tighter, but he was doing it to himself. He wasn't doing it to me. So about a week of this, I finally told him that I had another toothpaste tube, and he'd been doing it the whole week to himself. Oh, he was PO'd.
I'm not much of an athlete, and I needed help for baseball. My brother was going to help me out.
Yeah, he really looked out for Parker when he was little. It was nice to have Parker, or Lance, you know, to kind of keep an eye on things with him.
My brother thought I wasn't tough enough, and the best way to get tougher was to have me kneel down and he put my hands behind my back and throw baseballs at my chest. And so I attributed that why I'm not in the major leagues.
He had a PE event where they had to run around the track and make a certain time, and Lance was right up front and saw this heavy-set kid lagging way behind, walking, matter of fact. And so Lance just turned around and walked back to the kid and walked in with him, and because none of the other kids wanted anything to do with him. And of course Lance didn't make the time and had to take the test over, but he gave that kid confidence, so they both had to take it over, and they both made it the second time. So that's the type of kid Lance was when he was growing up. He was real good to his little brother, no matter what his little brother says.
Yeah, he was good.
He was good to him.
Born in the sleepy college town of La Grande, Oregon, Sheena Ruth Moore and her family later moved to the North Idaho resort town of Coeur d'Alene, where she began her first year of high school. Like Lance, Sheena was inspired by the magical, natural surroundings in which she was raised. Also like Lance, she was a firstborn child.
I'm Sheena's dad, Steve Moore.
I'm Sheena's mom, Tana.
Let's see, childhood. Well, it was fun. We did a lot of outdoors and camping and fishing, and
I think we all really developed a love for the outdoors. Okay if I drink this? Oh, okay. All right. I'm Sarah. I'm Sheena's younger sister. We're about 1.5 years apart.
I was the good child who did everything mom and dad told to do without fighting back. I still am the favorite.
So every time we go to parents' student meeting, that teacher would be like, "Oh, can I adopt Sheena? Can I have Sheena?" and all this stuff. And of course we'd say no, but.
My name is Rachel, and I am Sheena's younger, bigger sister and protector.
Sheena was always a very happy. Thing that always everybody noticed about Sheena was how friendly and how laughy she was. Everything made her laugh. It was, if anything stands out to me when she was growing up, that was one of them.
Yeah, one thing that stood out with me is how organized she was. Everything was in its place, and she always color coordinated her outfits, and yeah.
What was Sheena like as a child? Well, she was really small.
name's Kevin. I'm Sheena's brother, younger brother. And this is my son Zake, Sheena's nephew.
No! Growing up, it was pretty good. I was the peacekeeper.
Usually, she found herself in the middle of all fights, trying to protect the other person from me.
Oh, she was kind of the protector. She watered the fires between me and Rachel.
She was kind of the mediator. She was the firstborn, and I think she just tried to, you know, keep everybody in control.
Oh, I remember one story when we were when you guys were just kids and we lived back in LeGrand, and we were driving that old international travel all around, a huge thing. And we decided to take a trip up to Morgan Lake Road. And we got going up and we were going just fine, and we didn't realize just how slick that road was. We come around this corner and we see this guy, he's kind of slipped off the road right on the edge of the road. And then I stopped to see if they needed any help. And when I stopped, I started sliding backwards. And all I remember was that all I could hear was Sheena screaming. I mean, I couldn't even think, she was screaming. It was probably the other kids too, but for some reason she was the one that stuck out in my mind. But I think from that point on, she's always a little bit afraid to go sledding and on them roller coaster rides or something. She's always a little, I don't know if she's gotten over that, but she always had kind of a phobia over that for quite a while.
Upon learning about the couple's childhood days, we asked their families to tell us a little bit about their later years, namely their first forays into the world of dating. The reports were slightly sordid and yet strikingly similar.
What Lance says he's going to do, he does.
Yeah.
You know, he's not one of those persons that says, I'm going to do this and do that and never performs. If Lance says he's going to be there, he'll be there. He's very disciplined in that, and very independent man.
Stubborn, and Bella.
He's just, he's a great part of the family, you know. He's a fantastic part of the family.
Especially now that as she grew up and become an adult, we've had a pretty good bond between us. And she's a nurse, I'm a nurse, and we can talk things over together, and it's been pretty special, I think, our relationship.
We did a lot together, me and her, and developed a good trust and friendship, and we still have that to this day, but we're different in a lot of ways too now, you know. I mean, she likes to crochet, I like to sculpt nudes. She likes to go hunting, I like to contemplate life when I'm in the woods. So we're different in that way, but
Dating history before Lance. I'm drawing a blank.
she didn't really date much in high school. Our parents wouldn't allow it.
She'll probably say that we would never let her date in high school. So that's the way she'll remember that question, which is probably pretty close to the truth there.
He was, he's pretty shy, and I don't know that he really had a lot of, they didn't have a lot of relationships, but,
He had some in high school.
Yeah, he had a few, and
She had really, really high standards in the looks department. It took her a while to find a boyfriend, and I told her, Sheena, you might want to start thinking about their personality a little bit more, you know?
Lance didn't date a lot of girls. He was very picky.
He was a normal shy guy. And in high school, the girls they brought home were nice girls. You know, they were nice girls. Things changed though.
When he got out.
My early dating history was a little rough. Mainly just dating drunks.
Well, I won't go into the details, but
These foolish games are tearing me.
let's just say things have calmed down a lot since she started dating Lance, and I am 100% grateful.
Well, I can't really remember a lot of the girls individually, but I know if you stack them all in one room, you'd get about a full set of teeth between all of them.
His last, I guess, a girlfriend, she had a tattoo up her side that said like "giddy up" or something, like cowgirlish, cowgirl up or something. It was horrid.
Some not so great people, women.
Did you meet on Farmers Only that come? Yeah, I think it's cool.
I was fairly confused. I thought Farmers Only was a male-only site, so I wasn't sure how that was working out.
They both were just on there for literally 1 week, met each other, were off. So, I mean, that says something.
Shit, sign me up.
Lance kept it a secret, but I think that through Facebook I figured it out. I don't know. I think they became friends, and so I started Facebook stalking Sheena. Find out about her, and then I told my mom that my mom was Facebook stalking her.
Because Lance doesn't divulge a lot of information. He's not upfront. You have to pull it out of him, or you have to find sneaky ways to figure it out, like maybe get Caroline to ask him or something like that. But yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So we knew about Sheena, but
Yeah.
we from Caroline.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it was from Caroline.
Boy, it was the night of October 31st.
2014.
So I had talked to Lance a few times on the phone, and I said, "Hey, there's a Halloween party. You want to come be my date?" And he said yes. So he came to my house, and I was in the middle of having my face completely painted.
Brandy was painting your face.
Well, I actually was there and I was painting Sheena's face.
Lance called Rachel Brandy.
Because I thought she said, "This is my sister Brandy." So I thought her name was Brandy.
Don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain.
I was dressed as like the
Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead,
Thing.
and he was like a cardinal Catholic.
Sheena thought he was so smooth and strong, like a garlic milkshake.
So he slept on an air mattress in the other bedroom. He's noted in my bedroom I had my pistols sitting on the nightstand. So he slept there and froze all night on that air mattress because he was too afraid to come tell me he was freezing.
You never know, wake somebody up in the middle of the night, pull a gun on you.
You don't want to mess with her, really. One time we were having a barbecue or something, and Sheena, you know, she had a few. She'd put a few back. My parents were there. We got on some tangent about what she would do if a burglar came in. She said, "I'm telling you what, if they get through Gunner and they get to me, they're gonna be met with a bullet." And she must have repeated that phrase, "met with a bullet," 20 times that night, and ever since it's been one of those things that Sheena's known for now, like you met with a bullet.
I knew she was going to be special. First thing that struck me, she had a full set of teeth, even being from LeGrand, so that was pretty neat.
Go ahead.
I like how creative she is. That's one of my favorites. She's very creative, she's very crafty, and not in the bad way.
What would the bad way be? Lance is very clean, and he's very helpful to me. So he does a lot of things for me, and that's something.
Beyond slave. That's what you just described. I like how driven you are. You know what you want.
And you are too.
I just like to hang out.
Loved her. Just loved her. She was beautiful and kind and smart.
Yeah.
And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping it was going to work.
Yeah, I thought, I don't want to make her have too big a bubble, Sheena. I thought you were a keeper.
Yeah.
She was a keeper.
I like that he's a family man, and he gets along with kids good.
He is fun and silly. He plays with me. He smells like tooth. He smells like
What's your favorite thing about Aunt Sheena?
She plays with me.
She's a good cook. I like that.
It's been nice getting to know him and see how they are together, and see that Sheena's happy. And
I Sheena. I get it. He hugged it.
I want Lance and Bella to feel welcome as an outhouse breeze, 'cause they're the cat's meow, I'll tell you.
Well, what can I say? I mean, when they met, I couldn't help but sing, you know. One boy, one girl, two hearts beating wildly. To put it mildly, it was love at first sight. She smiled, he smiled. This was the day they had waited for all their lives.
Oh, Judge married. And they're gonna have babies too.
Congratulations, twins.
Yeah! Whoa!
Yes, flower girl. Beautiful dresses. Flower dresses.
I'm very excited. I think they make a great couple. We like Lance a lot. I think he's a great guy, and we're happy they met and got together, and I think they'll have a great life together. And
Yeah, it was very good to see her meet somebody and then get serious on a weight off her shoulders, knowing she's met somebody she loves and wants to marry and stuff. So
no, he's a decent guy.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, and meet his parents and
Great family.
Great family all the way around. So.
And so Lance and Sheena, we love you very, very much, and we're 100% behind you and with love and support, and so excited about where your life is going to go. And it was a wonderful day. We love you.
Yeah. Yep. They are going to have a good full life together, and I think it's just fantastic. I really do. So.
Say that I love how much Lance has supported me during these last couple of years.
And I'll say one other thing is that I knew she was the one for me after the first weekend. I left Coeur d'Alene knowing that.
I kind of did too. I felt that way. In fact, I think I even told Rachel that he was the one I was going to marry.
well, folks, you've heard it all. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Stand up straight, dust yourselves off. Time's a waste. Does your human love the outdoors, but you fear he may be losing his grip on reality?
Go!
Does she crochet into the wee hours of the morning while watching HGTV? Have you heard this statement too many times to count?
I got him! This is the one! I can feel it! Oh, never mind.
Well, my furry friend, it's time to take matters into your own paws and log in to farmersonly.com. FarmersOnly.com, where country-minded humans find true love and their four-legged friends find peace.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.